Just a brief idea which I saw recently on Chanukah that I thought could give us some more insight into what we're doing in lighting the candles for 8 days, help us appreciate this time period a little bit more, and ultimately an idea which maybe we could carry with us into the rest of the year. The menorah in its origins is actually found in the Torah, where Hashem commands Moshe Rabbeinu to construct a menorah from gold that would be used in the Mishkan, in the holy sanctuary, and later in the Beis HaMikdash. Chazal tell us, however, that Moshe Rabbeinu had a very difficult time understanding how he was going to build this menorah. He was very perplexed. And even after Hashem shows him an image of what the menorah was to look like, still Moshe Rabbeinu couldn't get it. He didn't understand. Finally, Hashem tells him to take this solid chunk of gold and throw it into the fire. Moshe Rabbeinu, obeying Hashem's commands, does just that. Takes the chunk of gold, places it in the fire, and moments later, miraculously, the menorah emerges. The chunk of gold had transformed itself into the menorah. Chazal tell us in other places that the menorah stood in its essence for Talmud Torah, for the study of Torah. So, what can we make of all this? This idea of the menorah being formed on its own from the chunk of gold without Moshe Rabbeinu, and this idea that it stood in essence for Talmud Torah. So the idea that I saw in the name of the Chidah was as follows: that one's destiny in Torah is never defined by his environment, by his background, where he is in life at that particular time. His destiny and his future in Torah is completely in his hands. And just as the menorah, as it was cast, just as a chunk of gold was cast into the fire and later emerged on its own as a menorah, so too we, as Jews, can form our future into a future of Torah. And our spiritual destiny is never defined by our past or our current situation in life, but it's something which we can take responsibility for, and we can construct and make it as bright as we would like it to, as bright as 8 candles burning on the 8th day of Chanukah. Chanukah Sameach.